Hello students, welcome for the new PowerPoint presentation. And today we will start with the fifth unit, that is nation building and challenges to Indian democracy. This unit consists of total 22 marks for the board examination, which includes 2 mark 1 question. It may get changes for 1 marks 2 question or 2 mark 1 question. 5 marks 2 questions are definitely asked on this lesson, and 10 mark 1, the highest marks question will be asked on the same unit. So we'll start with the fifth unit, nation building and challenges to Indian democracy, which consists of total 22 marks. So we'll start today's PPT, and today's topic is nation building. So in this nation building, three things comes: components, hindrance and remedies. So today we will see what are the different components which can build the nation. Before that, we will see what is exactly nation building. So the process of nation building is an offshoot concept of nation state, and the idea of nation states emerged after signing the Treaty of Westphalia by the Western countries in the year of 1648. So previously also we have studied about the United States of America, which became independent by the British rule, and there were 13 states were there which came united and they made their one of a nation. So in India, after 1947, a country became independent by the British rule, and it was emerged as a nation which was united by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, which became the one nation. So what makes the nation? So common language, culture, history and aspirations help the people to form nationality. India is very well known for the unity in diversity. So there are number of the cultures, religions, caste, creeds, number of peoples who believe in different languages, who have the different kinds of historical background, geographic geographical locations are changed. So then also we live together. So it is called as a nation building. One more thing, that the nation building is a process of uniting people with the sense of nationalism as well as patriotism, देशभक्ति. इस देशभक्ति के ऊपर लोगों को एकजुट किया जाता है, वही नेशन बिल्डिंग है या फिर राष्ट्र का निर्माण है. So one definition is here which can be asked for the 2 mark. So what is nation building? So nation building is a wide ranging process to build viable, cohesive, well organized, widely concept society. Definition has been given by the Myron Weibner. So what is exactly the nation building? It is a wide ranging of process build a viable, cohesive, well organized, widely acceptable society. जो समाज के द्वारा स्थापित की गई एक प्रोसेस है और समाज ने यहाँ पे उसको मान्यता दी गई है. So this is a nation building. Now let's see one by one which are the different components which can build the nation. So first one, community support. To realize the process of nation building, collective support and endeavor of the people are essential. The quality of the people reflects the quality of nation. Now here, what kind of tendency people is having, that kind of nation will be built. If the people are idle, their culture is good, then definitely the country will be the good and its values will be very good. So the country or the nation will be built on the basis of the discipline, work culture, and patriotic feeling also contribute for the nation building. जब हिटलर को एक प्रश्न पूछा गया था कि आप कौन से बेस पर दूसरे देश पर आक्रमण करते हो, तो उन्होंने बहुत ही सीधा जवाब दिया था। तो वो पहले समझते हैं कि उस देश के नागरिक या फिर युवा कौन किस तरीके के गाने सुनते हैं। अगर वो पैट्रियोटिक सॉन्ग सुनते हैं, देशभक्ति पर गाने सुनते हैं, तो डेफिनेटली हिटलर उस देश पर आक्रमण कभी भी नहीं करता, क्योंकि जिस देश के नागरिक, जिस देश के युवा देशभक्ति वाले होते हैं, तो वो देश की रक्षा के लिए खुद को मिटा देते हैं। Nation building is not a work of one person, it's a whole responsibility of the people who live in the country. So all should be united, they should contribute to the country. Second point, good governance. So good governance ensures accountability, transparency, efficiency, responsibility, and responsiveness. Now all these qualities have been accepted and used by the government. The whole government is accountable to the people. Whatever the work is done by the government, it should be transparent, it should be published by the media. If the government is not working, if it is not efficient, it will be neglected by the people in the next elections. Responsibility should be taken by the government, and it is responsive for its all the work whatever they have done. So this good governance is very important for the nation building, and whole the good governance is depend on the technology nowadays. Science and technology has well advanced nowadays, and that advanced technology is used by every government. Third point is committed leadership. जब देश को एक अच्छा नेता मिलता है तो उस देश की उन्नति निश्चित है। नहीं बस उस देश की उन्नति निश्चित है, उस देश को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय तौर पर भी पहचाना जाता है। So countries identified on the international level when there is a good leadership for the country. So in olden days, Nehru's leadership was largely contributed to the process of the nation building. He formulated different kinds of plannings, developmental plans after the independence for like mixed economy, 5 years plan, and many things. But nowadays, Narendra Modi has given a new development for the country on the international level. A country is well identified by the well developed countries also. So the committed leadership is very important. Fourth point, political culture. Political culture constitute a set of values, attitudes, and behavior towards the political system. It requires an ideal political behavior to national reconstruction. Leaders have to embody the principles of national interest, public service, and probity and statesmanship. यथा राजा तथा प्रजा, जब ये मुहावरा यूज किया जाता है, जैसे हम नागरिक चुनते हैं उसी प्रकार का हमारा देश बनता है। अगर हम अपने नेता करप्ट या फिर घुसखोर वाले चुनते हैं तो देश भी वैसा ही बनता जाएगा, या फिर पूरी सिस्टम वैसे ही बनती जाएगी। सो इट्स आवर ड्यूटी to choose a proper leader, then definitely the political culture will be very good. A person what we are going to choose, he should be well interested in the development, he should serve to the public, and he should have a statesmanship, always who is ready to work for the country, always ready to work for the people, not for money, only for the service oriented person we should choose. Then definitely the country will be benefited and well developed. Fifth point, power sharing. It is nothing but the power should be shared among the people, among the every section of the society. It should not be accumulate, or it should not be concentrated in the few hands. The political power should not be concentrated in the among the few people's hands or few families. राजा का बेटा राजा बनता है और किसान का बेटा किसान ही बनता है. It should be changed. अगर किसान का बेटा लायक है नेता बनने के तो वो नेता बनना चाहिए, और राजा का बेटा नालायक है तो उसको गद्दी से हटाना चाहिए. लेकिन आज के ज़माने में if you see, the MLA's son will become the next MLA, whereas another person who is very eligible, who is having a very interest in the public services, but he can't get the ticket, even he can't get the any kind of respect in the society. So this system should be changed. The power should be shared among the every section of the society. It should not be concentrated in among the some people's hand or families, or else it will become the dictatorship or authoritarianism. It should be changed. 6th point, national character. Nationalism and patriotism are the foundations to the nation building character. Each country has its own distinct national character which denote the one's nativity. For example, conservative of UK, land of liberty USA, and unity in diversity of India. हर एक राष्ट्र को उसके मान सम्मान से जाना जाता है, या फिर वो किसी चीज़ के लिए बहुत ही अहम होता है. जैसे हमारा भारत विविधता में एकता के लिए जाना जाता है, तो यूएसए लैंड ऑफ लिबर्टी, जहाँ पे स्वतंत्रता मिली सबको. सो दिस इज अ नेशनल कैरेक्टर. यूनिकनेस शुड बी देयर अबाउट द कंट्री. 7th point, mass media. This is called as a fourth state of the democracy. If we want to make our democracy successful, then the media should be very, very powerful. And what is there, it should be published, broadcasted by the media. Whatever the government's policies are there, those are going to be broadcasted by the media. Media acts as a bridge between people and government. Whatever the government policies are there are published by the media, and which is known to the people. And last point, that is national interest. It is the process of uniting the people emotionally, psychologically and politically. सारे लोगों को एकजुट किया जाता है, और ये एकजुट करने का काम, विविधता में एकता बनाने का काम स्वतंत्रता के बाद सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल ने किया, उनके साथ ही विनोबा भावे ने किया, लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी ने किया, जेबी कृपलानी ने किया. तो इन सारे नेताओं का काम, जिन्होंने हमारे खंडित भारत को अखंडित किया, they have made it united. It may be emotionally, psychologically and politically. So 19th November is being observed as a National Integration Day because it is the birthday of Indira Gandhi. Keep in mind, 19th November celebrated as a National Integration Day, the birthday of Srimati Indira Gandhi. So these are the different components which build the nation. Thank you, students.